So you want to find out about another great community in the Boise area that you just might want to live in? Let's talk about that next. Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, and today we are in Hidden Springs. This is a little bit different from the other communities in the Treasure Valley. This one was completely planned with specific goals in mind, and we're going to talk about those in a little bit. Where are we? We are just north of Eagle, a few miles, literally just a couple miles. It's just a few minutes away, but it feels also like a world away. It feels like you're stepping back in time maybe. And I think that's the feel that the designers of this community were shooting for. I want to drive around and show you a little bit of what it looks like, but I also want to kind of let you know what it's about, because it's not your normal community. We start out in Eagle and we head up this way, old State Highway 55, like you're going to McCall, and we just go down this road for a few miles, and then we turn on a little side road that takes us right over there. And before you know it, good golly, you're here. So Hidden Springs is founded on 8 principles, and those are, they wanted a rural character and to celebrate the farming traditions of our area. They're going to make the buildings look older and things like that. They wanted a small town, a traditional neighborhood design, and that's going to be the foundation for this entire small town lifestyle that they have. A natural environment. They want to respect and celebrate nature. They wanted traditional homes, and this is the kind of homes that have, porches on the front where neighbors might meet in a cool evening. They also have a lot of them have the garages are on the back side of the house, so kind of like in the alleyway like they did in the old days. So from the street you get to see the absolute character of each individual house, and all the houses are different up here. Quality of life and healthy living. They've set aside a lot. They've set aside over 800 acres of permanent open space here. They have community gardens and community orchards. Education is another one of the big founding principles they have, and they also have an elementary school here. Diversity. And what that means here is they wanted all the homes to be a little different. They didn't want cookie cutter homes like you might find in, some other subdivisions. Value and values. They wanted to create a community that will provide enrichment, enjoyment, and value for many generations to come. A place where you'll be proud to call home and where your grandchildren can grow up. So that's a pretty hefty goals. And you know what? I'm thinking they probably achieved those quite well. Let's go take a look around and check out what some of these things look like today. So they do have a few stores, shops here. Not many, no Walmarts for certain, but we do have the Merc, which is a great little cafe behind us. Great sandwiches, and they're not overly priced. Do you think they might be? Kind of like the Disneyland effect, but no, it's good, and it's good value. They also have the post office right behind us. They have the Head Start school thing over there. And back over this way, they've got the fire station, very important, and some other retail stores back there as well. I'm just looking over here. Take a look. So I'm just standing in the the town square here, if you will, and there's the Smart Start. It's like the Head Start program. There's the community library branch. Very nice. Some other retail stores. There's the general store over there. The Merc, that's what they call the Dry Creek Mercantile. It's a great little cafe. Sandwiches are fantastic in there, and the prices aren't terribly bad at all. And they have a little outside seating area. It looks like today this is the beginning of some kind of an event. I've seen bicycles all up and down the roads out here in the country. I bet something's going on. There usually is out here. There's the fire station over there. There's some more retail shops here. And we kind of get down to where the residences start. So let's go take a look at some of these, what they mean by a traditional feel for these houses. So you tell me, does this feel like we're stepping back in time? The white picket fence. How many people have romanticized about owning their own home with a little white picket fence? There's nice Greco columns over there. And then this house, completely different. This looks like a traditional farmhouse. The front porch, we can come back and relax. This one here looks a little bit more modern-y. Again, you have the nice front porch. These shade trees that we're walking under. And this certainly looks like harkens back to an old farmhouse, the wraparound front porch. You don't see any garages. You go into other communities, what's the first thing you see is the big garage door. Here, it's a little different. You know, this is kind of a treat. Let's just walk down this block a little bit more and see what these homes all look like. They all look like they're in very well kept up. The old screen door on that house over there, I can almost hear that just slamming shut like they used to do at Grandma's house. Look, an alley. That's where you get to your garage. It's probably where the garbage truck comes. To the front of your houses. You know, it can be kept special and inviting. And some more white picket fences. Do you hear the birds? They seem to be having quite a time. Wraparound porch. There's their alleyway. Their alleyway looks like the front of most houses in most other subdivisions. So when you're buying real estate here, you're not just buying a house, you're buying a whole lifestyle. And so what else goes into that idea of the lifestyle? Well, I am glad you asked. Oh, look at this. They have one of those little tiny library stands that you see around. How cool is that? So some of the things in this community, they do have 2 different swimming pools. They have a community barn that is like a little event center that can be rented out. Maybe you're having a big family reunion or something. They also have the clubhouse, which can be rented out, and that's also in the same place as the fitness center. So you've got a gym here as well. Oh wow, look at that house. I can just imagine some community like 80 years ago, that's where the doctor would live. Because it's so fancy. The big wraparound front porch. And did I mention that you can also rent out the clubhouse? So you've got the barn that can be rented out for events, as well as the clubhouse. Elementary school, we talked about that. Can you just imagine your kids could walk to school in a community like this? There again, you're buying not just a house, but a lifestyle. They also have events as well, like the Easter egg hunt, and actually coming up is the, I want to say June 5th, something like that. Yeah, check check the internet for more details, but the Cruisin' Hidden Springs. It's the car and truck show and motorcycles. They will have food trucks there, music, different vendors, kids activities, and quite a bit more. Another very cool thing about this development is the community farm and children's garden. And what kind of things do they have there? Well, they have onions, rhubarb, raspberries, beets, tomatoes, garlic, different herbs or herbs. I've heard it both ways. And they also have an orchard where you can adopt a tree and then you can harvest the fruit off of the tree, or you can put it up for the fruit for the picking, which lets your friends and neighbors come and harvest the fruit off of your tree. Like I said, this is not just a house, but a lifestyle. And you're still so close to the north end of Boise, to Eagle. And so we are kind of down here in the valley area, and they do have some hills in this subdivision too. I think we should go take a little drive up the hills and see what kind of views we get. Here's some of those views I was talking about. We're kind of up on the hill and we get to see the valley down there. So this is actually the view of the backyard of one of my clients that's having a home built up here. And there's the little valley down there where we just were. So you're close in, you're far out, plenty of air, fresh air, views, scenery, nature. It's a pretty nice place to be, wouldn't you say? So if you think this is a community that you'd be interested in moving to, or maybe you know people that would be, friends, family, please give me a holler. Be glad to explore that a little bit more. It is a beautiful site, isn't it? So please go ahead and share this video. Like and subscribe. We come out with new videos every Thursday, and I'd hate to see you miss out on any one of them. And of course, as always, this is Treasure Valley Dave, looking forward to helping you get home.